You clicked on this video because you want to start selling eggs off your farm or off your homestead. Or maybe you already have started selling some of your eggs, but are looking for more ways to be able to find more customers and sell more of your eggs to them. Today I have 5 tips that will help you gain more potential customers for your farm and your product. For me, this is how it started. It was in my early teenage years. I took an old family wagon, a fold-up table, a cardboard sign, and my eggs, and I went to the street corner to start selling my eggs. I didn't really know what else to do at that point. Since then, we've been able to use better approaches, which we'll talk about in this video. So this one really wasn't my best approach. And who wants to sit on a corner or in front of their house at a table waiting for customers to come to you all day? So we have recently relocated our farm and had to regrow our customer base in a new area. These tips come from what we've learned by moving to a new area, as well as what we've learned from being in the same area for 10 plus years. All of these tips are pretty easy to follow through with. They cost nearly nothing. So if any of them are helpful to you, please consider giving this video a thumbs up to help others that may be looking for this video. Tip number 1 is simple yet effective. It's simply putting a sign in your yard, front of your yard, where it can be seen from the road, that says farm fresh eggs for sale. This helps customers know that, for one, that you are selling eggs at that location, whether they be coming from our other sources or they're driving down the road. This is actually how I gained my first few customers in both locations that I sold eggs in. When we first moved here, I put the sign out a couple of weeks later when we started getting abundance of eggs, and it was about a week to 2 weeks later when my first customer showed up, and it was because of a sign. So this is why this is tip number 1. It's simple, it's easy, and it's going to help you get customers to your farm stand. These tips also work for any product other than eggs. Like if you're selling your vegetables from your garden, corn, popcorn, or even beef from your farm. Tip number 2 is to create a Facebook My Business profile for your farm or homestead. This has been a game changer for our farm and how we sell our eggs. A Facebook profile, My Business profile, allows you to post updates about your farm, whether you have products available or what's happening on your farm. It also doubles as a messaging platform, so people can reach out and message you and contact your farm for your products. You can also post to Instagram and Facebook with the My Business profile because they are linked, which is another bonus. Facebook My Business profile was also the second way that we started basically advertising our farm and our eggs to bring in more customers. It's probably been one of the most successful because it's most viewed over the course of the last few years. However, it's been a little less successful where we are at now. It's helped a little bit. I think the biggest thing when it comes to making a social media profile for your farm is getting friends to like it and to share it to people in the area, especially if you are new to the area like we are. Tip number 3 is to create a Google My Business profile. Now this one's a little bit more different, and I would say it's a little bit more on the riskier side, because you are basically putting your business on Google where it can be viewed publicly. Now, if your farm stand is away from your house, this won't be as big of an issue. But if you don't want people looking at Google Maps for local fresh products like farm fresh eggs, then this probably wouldn't be the best idea for you to put your yard onto Google, because you need an address to be verified through my Google listings. That being said, this one has been my personal favorite when we did this in the past, because people would be searching on Google farm fresh eggs or local eggs or some sort of term that describes eggs or local farm. And in the Google search, because my farm was listed as one of the outlets, it came up as one of the first 5 searches every time. Once I created a Google My Business page for my farm, I started getting messages through Google Maps is what it comes through as. I started getting phone calls through Google Maps, and the nice thing about it is you can see the analytics for where your customers are actually getting your information, whether they're calling from you or just looking at more information, clicking on the link to a website. And so it really helps bring in people there, and then they can see where you are located exactly instead of having to ask for an address of your location where they can pick up the eggs. One last thing for Google My Business as well as Facebook is it also allows you to post pictures of your farm, so people can really see what's going on behind the scenes, so to speak. They know what for example, my example, they know that our chickens are free roam, or they know that what we feed our chickens because of the feed that we posted on our page, and what's happening within the farm. They can see that because we're posting pictures about that and updates in that way. Once you have your community pages created, my next tip is to simply post events or things that are just happening around the farm. There you guys go. Versus just posting what products you have and the prices of them. Come on out, guys. Tip number 5 is, I kind of touched on earlier, is to tell your friends, your family, or coworkers about your farm, about your products. Have them like your page, follow it, and share your posts to help spread the word out, especially if you're new to the area. That has been helping us grow our farm, and also your customers. If you have customers that come through the sign, make sure they know about the Facebook page or the Instagram page so that they can follow it and share it and let other people know how awesome your farm is and why it's important to them. And as a bonus for watching this far into the video, one final remark that I have for you is to just be patient. Give it some time. There is no such thing as overnight success. We have been here for about 2 months in our area. We've got a few customers that come once every couple of weeks, and that is all we got so far. In our last area, we were there for 10 years, and we were selling 20 dozen eggs a week by doing these things I just talked about today. If you did make it this far in the video, comment below your favorite tip and which one has been the most useful for you, or if you have other tips that I may have not mentioned in this video that help others, please leave those in the comments as well. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. If you are interested, you can watch my video about selling, what it's like to sell 20 dozen eggs a week off our farm back at our old location. If you're interested in how we continue to sell eggs and work our farm, please consider subscribing, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.